Good morning, dear Bishop. Good morning, dear sisters, dear children, Father S. Lewis, Father Stanley, and Rocky. Dear friends, it gives me great joy as we celebrate PMI Sunday, and the thanks go especially to our Bishop Thomas Dowdley for declaring this day in our diocese as Prison Ministry Sunday, where we could not only remember the prisoners but pray for them, and above all to work for their renewal, reformation, and release. As Rocky in the prayer said so beautifully, what is dividing us between them is just one wall. The air that they breathe, the sunlight that they see, the sky above their head and us is the same. But only because of circumstances that they are inside and we are outside. Fulton Sheen very beautifully said, the only difference between them is and us is that they are caught and we are not. Dear friends, when we celebrate Prison Ministry Sunday, I appeal to each one of you, as it is the desire of our Bishop, that prison ministry should not be only in one parish, but it should spread to the entire diocese. And that is what we are working at. A ministry where we are called to reach out to the least, the lost, and the last. As Jesus said when he was in prison, you visited me. And so when we visit our prisoners, it is not only Jesus that we are visiting, but St. Paul says, visit them as if to say, you were in prison yourself. It is so difficult to place ourselves in a prison, but this pandemic somehow has given us some inclination or an idea what it is to be locked up, what it is not to go out on the streets. And so we have understood to some extent when freedom is taken away, how much we have lost. School children cannot go to school, markets are closed, shopping centers are closed, theaters are closed, hotels are closed, and it is even something worse than that for these prisoners. They cannot even make a phone call to their family. And so they are living a very hopeless life there. And so when these prisoners, when we volunteers go, it makes such a big difference to them, especially to the authorities. The authorities themselves say, Father, तुमचे जे लोक जेव्हा येतात, आम्हाला त्या एक तासासाठी आम्हाला शांती आहे. कारण ते एक तासात आम्हाला माहिती आहे की इथं काहीच नाही गडबड होणार आता. सर्व लोकांचं लक्ष तुमच्याकडे असतो आणि तुम्ही काय बोलतात ते समजून घेतात. आणि त्याच्यानंतर तुम्ही गेल्यानंतर पण काही वेळा ते शांत असतात. This is the effect that we, prison ministry volunteers, have in the jails with the authorities and also the prisoners. Thank you, dear friends, for those of you who are praying for this ministry. Because it is with prayer that we began this ministry. The Lord prepared us for so many years before we actually entered this ministry. And then when we began, we have not looked back at all. It is all because of the Lord's doing. As I say, we want to spread this ministry. It is very important to know that each one of us is called to reach out to the prisoners in jail. And it is a beautiful opportunity for us to make sure that we can do something for a prisoner. The least that we can do is sit down and offer one Hail Mary or 3 Hail Marys. The 3 Hail Marys is a very powerful prayer which I have seen in my own life. And I request you, dear friends, wherever you are, just remember any prisoner and pray 3 Hail Marys. We have taken up this now, a special task force. What we have taken up is praying for prisoners, especially those who are hardcore criminals, because they come out and they are even worse now. And so therefore we have taken up praying for their conversion, for their transformation, for their reformation, because their family loves them. But if they don't reform and transform and come back, even their wives and children are not very happy with them. And so a prisoner who is transformed, who is useful, the family feels proud of them. And so they hope that this person has changed and come back. Some of the families, when we talk to them, they say, "Nahi, te tikade jail madheच राहू द्या. ते जेलमध्ये आहे तर ते शांत आहे, आम्ही पण व्यवस्थित राहू शकतो." These are the expressions of the family members. So this ministry, friends, is very important when you pray for it. Pray for the transformation of a prisoner, and that will help us a big deal. Of course, we expect you to also join us We are looking at lawyers, we are looking at doctors because we have legal aid which we provide them. We need doctors, nurses who can help us with this medical camps that we have regularly for them. The department has these things, but it's not sufficient. So we supplement the work that they are doing. And of course, your contributions, you will see how we will publish it in the Diocesan Life, how we have helped prisoners and how many prisoners we have reached out to in this last year. Friends, I will say a very special word of thanks to each one of you. I especially thank our Bishop once again, all the sisters of the various congregations who have collaborated with us, and especially my own brother priests. Prison Ministry Sunday last year, you have contributed so much, and all that work could be done because of the financial and also the volunteers which come from your parishes. Out of the 22 parishes, we have already established volunteers from 15 parishes. We are now spreading out to more parishes and forming more units. Do help us in this ministry. God bless you as we work for the release, reform, and the rehabilitation and reintegration of prisoners throughout this year. Keep us in your prayers and support this ministry. I thank my volunteers. Because of you, I can do so much. I am just the face of this ministry, whereas you are the real workers behind the scene. Thank you. God bless each one of you. Thank you.